All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Wednesday, January 27th. It is 8:01 a.m. We're going to dive into our pre-New York session, y'all. Go over the pairs that we've been looking at of our watch list and see what opportunities we may come across this morning during New York session. All right, so yesterday, we were in profit. It was looking good. And then it was another one of them situations where, you know, price actually reversed. It created another pattern. Again, y'all, statistically, I know that Monday and Tuesday are, since we're using previous week's data, um, are the 2 days, all right, including Sunday, really, where if we're going to be wrong, it's probably going to be on those days, right? Which is okay. Hopefully you locked in profits. Again, it's not one of those situations where you don't see it at all, right? It's just one of those things where price goes into profit. Hopefully you lock them in, and it actually is reversing the other way. So right now, I'm actually looking at gold. I'm on the intraday chart, the 2 hour chart. And as we can see, this ends up being a big head and shoulders pattern. All right. So it looked like we got the left shoulder here. We got our head, and then we got the right shoulder that was forming here. And now price is now pushing down. Even over here, we could call this a little head and shoulders pattern. So it looks like price is at least going to hit our money line for sure. Uh, just with the way structure is, just trying to take a look at it on the back end. We still need to draw our trend line here. All right. Because we are for sure in a downward trend. Just to try to give us a better, clearer picture on what it is that's going on. All right. And then we'll also make this, I don't know. We can leave it that color because it's not quote unquote our money line. Actually, I'm going to turn it around. All right. So again, price looks like it is setting up to continue down. It looked like there was a break. There was a retest of both this trend line and the 50 and 100 period moving averages. All right. So again, remove. All right. We're going to go with a short this time. All right. And we're only going to go from here to here. That's all we're going to do. All right. And we'll put our stop loss beyond our left shoulder. All right. For the intraday. Yeah, we're going to start being a lot more methodical with our entries and exits as well. I may not talk about that too much today, but we're going to. All right. In and out game plan. Again, remember, we were saying that this year, our motto, not our motto, but it was all about defense, right? Not about offense, but defense, keeping the money. All right. And we're going to end up talking about that a lot more. All right. A little late. It was January, end of January, but hey, look, better late than never. All right. So we're going to start stacking our pips, all right, and stashing our money away because as we can see, sometimes we go into profit and then we exit, right? Sometimes we have big days, sometimes we have bad days, right? But at the end of the day, what we can't do is give them more than they gave us, right? That's it. That's what defense is about. It's about winning the game. All right, who's winning the game? So again, with that, we're gonna be a lot more methodical. All right, so that's the first play. That's the idea that I see setting up right now. Although we can see that we are in still, as far as structure, this falling wedge pattern. So I would not be surprised to see still, all right, when we hit our money line, a break to the upside. All right, let's just back out and go to the 4 hour now. All right, 4 hour again, we can see that we are in that wedge pattern still. All right, we want to see a breakout, y'all. We even want to get below our money line and continue down, because we were saying that it was very possible that at some point, because price has not seen this outer level of support since March the 19th of 2020. All right. So it's definitely possible, but just playing the wedge, remember we were saying that this is the structure. This is one of the patterns that we were looking for this week. All right. And then we still have this inverse head and shoulders pattern. All right. That's appearing around our trend line. So, again, with this idea, in and out, personally, I'm going to wait and see what actually happens, because I want the real move. All right. I want the real move. So, here's how I'm probably going to play this. All right. Again, y'all, we're going to start doing more with less. Right. More with less. It's a great idea. More with less. So, we did mark off these levels, and we are at these key levels. We see that we're breaking. All right. So we are in what we call areas to buy for sure. All right. So we don't want to lose sight of that, even though we have this very, very, very short term idea. So again, y'all, if you're looking for something real quick, this may be something, but overall, it's not the real play that we're looking for here. All right, we waiting for a breakout. All right, we're getting to the end of our wedge pattern. All right, we're running out of space, and hopefully a breakout. All right, so I'm looking at this level, 1873. All right, if we end up breaking and reaching this 1873 level, we're probably going to continue to push forward. All right, so when I say methodical, again, it's not so many ways you can really be methodical, but I'm going to start using more orders, right? Again, I say this to you all, but just for myself, again, more orders. All right. So I'm going to write this down, actually. Okay. So we got gold, XAU, USD. All right. One entry level that I would want to see is 1873. 1873 for buy. Now you be like, okay, well, we're going down here. Why not stay? Why not stay? Why not get in down here? You could. However, price could break our money line and retest and go down. And if that's the case, we don't want to lose money because we're wrong, right? That's the great part about these orders, is that if you're wrong, all right, you have to guess your entry. So if you're wrong, you don't lose money. Now, sometimes you may miss your opportunity, but that's okay. All right? It's to me, not losing, all right, uh is way more beneficial. Again, it's about defense, not about offense, right? We gonna score, trust me. We gonna score, but we don't have to score 40, 50 points a game, 150 points a game. You know, we talk basketball to win, right? All we have to do is score, you know, 21 points, right? 80 to 90 points. That's it. We talking basketball and play defense. That's it. We do that, we can win the game. So again, I'm waiting for either a break of this trend, this wedge, and we're gonna push forward again at this 1873 level. All right. So let me make this a different color because I know I want to put like a special order in. Which one should I choose for this? I don't know. That's why I don't like using colors. Let's just use. I'm really just. I don't know. Let's use white. There we go. That's the only thing I could think of. That was a terrible color to use, by the way. Or if we end up breaking, all right, depends on how aggressive we end up breaking. I don't know. Based on structures, like I don't really want to take any. I would take a bow off from down here though. Maybe I'll take a buy from this level. All right, this wick, because we know that price again loves these wicks. So I will also take a buy from this 1803 is calling my name. Again, y'all, we just being more methodical. So let's just get rid of this because I'm throwing that idea in the trash. It's not what I'm looking for, right? We want some money. That's what we want. So if it reaches 1873 and then we go in for a buy, all right, we see that we have a level of resistance here at 1829. All right, but normally when we get a break of our wedge, normally we're going to the top of the trend, right? So we're talking about so many different levels that we could really go to, really. That would be a 2-to-1. We would still want a good stop. Yeah, like that. I think we might want to take it higher. I think we might just want to ride this out to the top. All right. That way we can give ourselves a little bit more rest. So we reached that 1873 level. That's pretty much what we're looking for. All right. And we're going to put our TP at 2055. And then I'll put my stop loss around this 1813. Right? 1813. Erase that. Stop loss. 1813. All right. Now, let's just say on the flip side, all right, we do indeed break 1839. Okay, we want to give it a little space because we know we can sometimes get a little slippage because the market knows that people are putting their stop loss outside of this trend line, outside of this head. So we want to give ourselves a little bit more room. All right. But again, we still have our outer level of uh, support. All right. So we can't take it down too far. But we don't need too much, right? We don't need too much. So here's what we'll do. It'll be a very it'll be something like that. So if we end up breaking, all right, this 17,868, give it a little space. So let's just say 1750. If we end up at 1750, all right, then sell. I would take a sale to just right here to where like this double bottom occurred. All right, because again, we know that we are in an overall bullish territory, so we don't want it. We don't want to be into sales bullish, mean bearish. I'm sorry, for too long. All right, bullish is the idea. Bullish is the idea, and in fact, it'll probably be even better if price actually reaches down here to just come up with another bullish idea. All right, but we shall see. We shall see what it intends to do. So let's go. Again, y'all, we're going to do more with less. More with less. Drop our little bombs on them. All right. Let's go to Jet 30. Jet 30 kicked my butt yesterday and gave off some profits, right? Then came back and crushed. It's crazy how it does this. It's like, okay, you see the head and shoulders, all right? You know it's going down, okay? You even see a potential big head and shoulders, right? So you know it's going down. Price pushes down. Then as soon as you think we're about to tap into this area, what does it do? It pulls back, all right? But we know that the way the head and shoulders play, that price could come all the way back up to the right shoulder, even all the way back up to the neckline, not breaking the neckline, and then continuing to push in the direction. All right. So if you are getting it down here, it is quite dangerous. All right, because this play is always something that could happen. Right now, it has already happened. So do I think that is now going to continue to push forward? Possibly, right? Or it could play games with us and still give us that last push up to the head, um, forming that double top, and then continuing to push forward. All right. What's today? Today is Wednesday. So it could be ready to push. All right. Could be ready to push. Let's take a look at the daily. Where's the daily? The daily is quite aggressively pointed down. And at the same time, we see that we are almost to the 50 period moving average, all right, on the daily. Now, we already wicked off of this 2 times, all right? So if it does break, coming down to this 100 period moving average does make sense because you do have the wick there. And again, we do have the head and shoulders pattern. So this order needs to be filled. All right, we're going to measure it from, again, head to the neckline. We got 497. All right, we want to go down to basically 1,000. All right, 197. So let's just put it around here. This is where we got price going. All right, so let's measure, get our short position. All right, we really want to be underneath. All right, again, we don't need the whole thing. Don't. All right, we just need a little piece of it. All right. Only thing about this idea that I do not like is that price breaks. We still had this this area here. All right, so it's almost like again, price could come down, it could bounce back up again, right? But we want it to break, so that's why again we want to put our entry underneath the 50, right, in between the 50 and the 100, right? Again, this is the daily, y'all, so that's quite aggressive. Let's go to the 4 hour, see what that looks like. Okay. So that's what we're looking at. Let's get rid of this one. Move that in the trash. Okay. Again, we wanna give it enough space. So we're looking at 18. I'm sorry. Now I'm looking at the 30. Sales entry at 134.83. We're looking at TP at 132.11. And then I'll put my stop loss at 136. Uh, 86. And that's a 1.5. Okay, so let's go back out because again, this is an overall bullish market. All right, so we don't want to get too out of hand. Monthly, point it straight up. You know, when we do look at it on the monthly, it's like so much can happen, right? Could this be another head and shoulders back coming up to the neckline, to the head this time? All right, but we do got that bullish cross. You see, we are still sitting on top of a monthly level of support. So let's make this a different color. This line right here is like super important. Right. Let's go back to the daily. Oh, look at that. So we definitely got to be careful here because we're like right there. We are right there. All right. So that being said, we know that we have a lot more. All right. We see that when price was here back in February of 2020. All right. It went all the way back down to this 79.64. All right. And when it did that, what did it do? Let's just see. It formed some sort of triple top type pattern. All right. Now we have an even bigger head and shoulders type pattern. Okay. Um, But again, we need to see what happens here at this level. Okay, is that a double bottom? It sure as hell looks like one. All right, so this could be totally different. All right, we could be looking at a buy, bullish. All right, it depends on really what happens here. But again, we are getting that double bottom. All right, we did form this gigantic head and shoulders pattern. So we really need to see how price reacts. All right, so yeah, we'll do it like that. Now, on the flip side, okay, maybe what we should do is this could actually come so far, so much further down, looking at it. But actually, no, I'm sorry. Let's go back to the daily because we want to get in and out. Sorry. We want to keep you above. Keep you above in the daily. Because we know we're going to get some rejection at that level. All right. What was that? 4 hour. Okay. So on the flip side, all right, and again, let's map off our trend line. All right. So when we map it out like this, all right, we see that again there is a wedge pattern that's developing, all right, which signals a bullish, this is a bullish signal, all right, most of the time. So with this one, we're gonna do the same thing like we did with gold. We're in a long position here. We break outside of this 138.43. All right, we're gonna continue to push up. We want to push up to the top of structure. Right? And we want to put our stop loss, all right, below. If you want to get a break, and we want to get a retest. All right, but hopefully that happens within here. So that's why we want to break this level. All right. And once we break that level, we use this. We use this candle as our stop. All right. So that gives us, I like that setup right there. So with this, y'all, we got an either or scenario. We want to kind of track price. We don't want to just do whatever, right? So the other idea was a buy, right? For when price reaches 138.58. We want to take our profits at 141.11. And the stop loss around 137.47. The rest of the rewards are 2.5. Okay. So again, you could enter a buy down here if that's what you really choose to do. But again, we kind of just want to wait. We want to see what price does, because based on the data that we see, I mean, if we just mark off these levels here, all right, that's basically a level. The next level isn't really until we get down here. Let's go back to the daily. All right, so I just made my 4 hour line a little, basically that's like kind of my middle floor, but I just made a short little 3 level. Could make it a fourth level though. So, one more right there. All right, that way we got our little 4 level house. So we need to see again exactly where price is going. All right, we are on the roof of our house right now. All right, we have formed a double top, but there's a wedge pattern that is forming um, at our level. So again, it depends on which one of these gets targeted first. Which one gets hit first. We got a double bottom. We got a wedge pattern, right? Although we do have some more space. All right, so let's see which one actually pops off first. All right, we want to uh, observe a little bit instead of just jumping in and trying to come up with an idea and say this is what's going to happen. Um, let's approach the charts. Let's look at it. Say, okay, all right. There's a couple of different things that could happen here. An either or scenario. All right. If we do an either or, then I think we really increase our chances, right? Instead of just saying that's the one I'm going with. That's the one I'm going with. Based on my knowledge and seeing different, um, very successful traders trade, they usually don't just do market execution type orders, right? So they enter based on orders, So we're gonna do what the most successful people do. Why not? Let's go to the 2 hour. All right, 2 hour again. We are considered over sold. All right, again we have this double bottom. Let's plan out. Let's go ahead and trash that. All right, so this is going to be interesting. We have broken below our uh, monthly level of support, right? Which was really resistance because again, we know that right now it looks like price is kind of chilling on our ceiling right now, right? Chilling on our ceiling, but we need to see what's going to happen here. All right, our line isn't exact. We see that we have slippage. So, you know, uh, we need to again look at what price is telling us to do. Right now, we have a double bottom. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is let me go to ADCAD. All right. Same thing yesterday. We were in profit, right? And turned around. Okay. But it's okay. It's all right. It is what it is. All right. We knew that we was at this major level 0.98286. All right. And all we did was we ended up getting rejection. Okay. But as we can see, we are getting across it. All right, but we did end up breaking the 0.98145. Let me get rid of this really quick. All right, so we can kind of do the same thing with this one. This could go either way. This is a situation where we could be getting a big head and shoulders pattern. We got our head up here, we got our left shoulder, and then the right shoulder appears to be all the way over here. So that could be a case where price breaks lower. Um, Again, we are in this upward moving trend that we've been respecting for quite some time here. We got 1, 2, 3 hits off of it already. All right. So again, this could be a situation where we get a sale. All right. So we could buy from this level down here, or we could buy from this level. All right. Let me see what we look like the base maybe. Where could price come down to? All right, let's measure from head to base. Let's call it 63. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that says 63 bars. I'm sorry. 111. So we want to go to 222. All right, which is right around this area. right just below our trend line. All right, so if that is the case, all right, if that is the case, what I would do is I would put in an order. Um, sorry. So position. After we break this 97,563, and then again it's just underneath this area of consolidation, right? So we'll put it right there. And then we will have to shorten up big time our stop loss. All right. So that would give us almost a 2-to-1, which is really what we're looking for, right? A nice solid 2-to-1 risk to reward, 35 pips. That's all we need, right? That is a good profit, 35 pips, right? Remember, at 5% a day, we really only looking for 20. All right, so that's one area that we can look at, okay? And then we have the other idea, because we know that we are in a bull market, all right, where we can actually buy at this level, 96,999, and take it all the way back up. All right, we can take it all the way back up because we know overall we got a bullish trend here, right? And then we'll make sure we clear this long body candle on the left. All right, so that gives us a good 2-to-1 risk to reward, 2.1 to 1 risk to reward. You actually could probably take this higher, but as we can see, we've been having trouble breaking this level, right? And it holding that support. Okay, so hopefully it does that. And overall, we were looking at a bullish month. We're looking really bearish, I think, right now. Let me go back and just take a look at it because you never know. You never really know based on all the data that we see how to put it all in one candle. And technically, we are still bullish, right? We are still bullish. So the stochastic ain't lying. It's not lying to us, all right? But it's saying we're going to have a bearish week, all right? So this validates this idea that we have here, where price could actually come back down to our green line, 96,999. All right. We also want to take note that we are pretty extended away from our 50 period moving average on the weekly and our 100 period moving average on the week. So again, we definitely want to proceed with caution here, but maybe again we should have another pattern maybe form, maybe some type of double top or something like that before that actually happens. All right, let Let me just see. Let's go back to the daily. Yeah, daily getting real. It's getting real bearish. Right. We are underneath this level is giving us rejection. Let's go back to the 4 hour. Two hour. So yeah, so that looks like I think the best bet with that one. Let me take a look at Amazon really quick. All right, Amazon is the one that is paying out the best right now. All right, this could be an inverse head and shoulders pattern though. We get that left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. We're struggling to same thing. This 3330 level is failing to hold as support. All right, and we are a fair ways away from our moving average, right? And this is just on the 2 hour. So we could see price come tumbling all the way back down to around this 32.47. All right. Again, we were saying that this could be some type of head and shoulders pattern. Didn't really do that, but price really failed to break the head. All right, which is still signaling a downwards trend. All right. Let me see, maybe where I should move this up like that so we can get a better picture. Now, looking at it kind of like that, though. Yes, again, we got a break. We did get a retest. It looks like we pushing forward, pushing up. All right, let's go to the daily. But we still got what looks like it could be a possible head and shoulders pattern, right? So we got to be careful, real careful with that. All right, price ended up closing right here at that level. All right, so we'll be interested to see, like, there could be room for price to come down to at least this 32.44, or again, we could continue to push higher. So we need to see what price does when it opens. So I'll be on that around 9:30, and I'll probably jump on the day for another update around 11 o'clock. So with that being said, y'all, appreciate it for logging on. This thing's about to cut off on us again. It's being recorded, and I'll post it for your playback. If I forget to post it, just hit me, and I will give you the recording. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube so that you'll get the notifications when I do upload the videos. All right, let's make some money today, y'all. Have a good one. Talk to y'all later.